Brainwash Yourself Through Curiosity, The Art of Asking the Right Questions. This book is dedicated to anyone who feels stuck in their current mindset, limited by the same old thoughts, beliefs, and routines. Brainwash Yourself Through Curiosity, The Art of Asking the Right Questions, posted by Audify Stories, will guide you to use curiosity as a tool to reshape your thinking and open new doors of understanding. Master the art of asking the right questions, learn to spot biases, question assumptions, embrace diverse viewpoints, and build mental resilience, making this book a must-read for students, professionals, and anyone on a path to self-improvement. Chapter 1 Introduction. Why Curiosity is the Key to Growth. Curiosity is the foundation of personal growth. It drives us to explore, learn, and expand our understanding of the world. Without curiosity, our minds remain static, locked in familiar thought patterns that prevent us from growing and evolving. When we engage our curiosity, we open ourselves to new possibilities, ideas, and experiences that can transform the way we think and live. Curiosity fuels lifelong learning. It's the spark that motivates us to ask questions, seek answers, and deepen our knowledge. Whether it's learning a new skill, exploring a new field, or diving deeper into a passion, curiosity pushes us beyond our comfort zones. This desire to know more is what separates those who stagnate from those who continuously evolve. Problem-solving and creativity thrive on curiosity. Asking why or how is the first step in tackling complex issues. Without the drive to question and understand, we miss opportunities to innovate and find solutions. Curious individuals are often the ones who can think outside the box because they approach challenges with a mindset of exploration rather than limitation. Curiosity builds motivation and achievement. When you're curious, you're naturally engaged with what you're learning or working on. That engagement makes the process more enjoyable, which in turn increases your motivation to keep going. This cycle of curiosity-driven motivation is what leads to real achievement in both personal and professional areas. Lastly, curiosity enhances relationships. Asking thoughtful questions not only strengthens connections with others but also fosters empathy. It allows us to see the world through another person's perspective, deepening our understanding and appreciation for different experiences. In short, curiosity is the driving force behind continuous growth, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life. Chapter 2: The Science Behind Curiosity. Curiosity isn't just a personality trait, it's a powerful, science-backed mechanism. At the core of curiosity lies a biological reward system that encourages learning and personal growth. The brain's reward system and curiosity. When we encounter something novel or intriguing, our brain's reward system activates. Dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, spikes when we engage in curiosity-driven behavior. This release of dopamine reinforces the act of exploring new information, making us feel good when we learn something new. It's the same chemical that's released during pleasurable activities like eating or exercising, but in this case, it rewards intellectual discovery. This cycle of curiosity and reward encourages us to seek out more knowledge, which leads to further learning and personal growth. The brain is wired to reward curiosity, making it an essential component of human development. The more curious we are, the more dopamine our brain releases, pushing us to continue seeking answers and deepening our understanding. How curiosity enhances memory and learning. Curiosity doesn't just feel good, it enhances our ability to learn and remember. Studies show that when we're curious about a subject, our brain is more receptive to absorbing and retaining information. This is because curiosity engages the hippocampus, a region of the brain responsible for memory formation. When curiosity is piqued, the hippocampus is activated, allowing us to store and recall information more efficiently. For example, think about how much easier it is to remember facts about a subject you're passionate about compared to something you find boring. Curiosity enhances the brain's ability to encode and store information, making it easier to learn and remember things that intrigue us. This is why students who are genuinely curious about a topic tend to perform better academically. They're not just memorizing facts, but actively engaging with the material in a way that makes it stick. Moreover, curiosity-driven learning tends to have long-term benefits. Information learned out of curiosity is more likely to be retained over time, as opposed to rote memorization, which often leads to shallow learning. When we are curious, we create stronger neural connections in our brains, making it easier to recall that information later. This is why nurturing curiosity in any learning environment, whether in school, at work, or in personal life, is critical for sustained growth and development. The psychological mechanisms behind curiosity. Curiosity is often linked to two key psychological factors: novelty seeking and uncertainty tolerance. Novelty seeking refers to our desire to experience new and unfamiliar things, while uncertainty tolerance is our ability to embrace the unknown without fear. Together, these factors drive us to explore the world, ask questions, and engage with new experiences. When something is novel or unfamiliar, our brain becomes intrigued because it detects a gap in our knowledge. This information gap compels us to fill in the missing pieces. It's why we're drawn to mysteries, why we click on intriguing headlines, and why we can't stop thinking about unresolved questions. Curiosity fills the gap between what we know and what we want to know. The link between curiosity and emotional intelligence. Curiosity also plays a significant role in emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions and those of others. Emotionally intelligent individuals are often naturally curious, not just about facts or concepts, but about people and relationships. They ask questions to gain insight into the thoughts and feelings of others, allowing them to build deeper, more empathetic connections. When you're curious about someone else's perspective, you're more likely to listen actively and engage with their ideas. This curiosity fosters empathy, which is a core component of emotional intelligence. By seeking to understand rather than judge, curious individuals can navigate complex emotional landscapes more effectively, both in personal relationships and professional settings. In addition, curiosity can help us better understand and manage our own emotions. When we take a step back and ask ourselves why we feel a certain way, we become more emotionally aware. Curiosity about our own emotional responses helps us develop self-regulation skills, a key aspect of emotional intelligence. For example, instead of reacting impulsively in a difficult situation, a curious mindset might lead us to question our feelings, reflect on the situation, and choose a more measured response. Curiosity and the drive for innovation. When we're curious, we're not satisfied with the status quo. We ask questions that challenge assumptions and look for better solutions. This kind of curiosity-driven thinking is what fuels breakthroughs in technology, science, art, and business. Innovators and entrepreneurs who harness their curiosity are often the ones who make the biggest impact because they're willing to explore uncharted territory and take risks that others might avoid. By understanding the science behind curiosity and actively nurturing it in our daily lives, we can enhance our memory, sharpen our emotional intelligence, and ultimately transform the way we approach the world. Chapter 3: The Art of Formulating Questions. The ability to ask the right questions is a crucial skill that unlocks deeper understanding, sparks creativity, and fuels personal growth. Powerful questions lead to powerful insights, helping us navigate the complexities of life, relationships, and personal development. Learning how to craft questions that challenge assumptions, provoke thought, and expand our worldview is a foundational aspect of cultivating curiosity. What makes a powerful question? Not all questions are created equal. A powerful question is one that opens the door to further inquiry, rather than just eliciting a simple yes or no answer. The most impactful questions are open-ended, inviting deeper reflection and encouraging exploration. They don't just seek information, they seek understanding. Consider the difference between asking, "Is this the right solution?" and "What other solutions might we consider?" The first question closes off the conversation, while the second invites exploration and new ideas. A powerful question invites possibilities, pushes boundaries, and challenges the status quo. Additionally, powerful questions are often thought-provoking. They challenge us to look at situations from different angles and consider perspectives we may not have previously entertained. They don't just give us answers, they stimulate new thoughts and ideas that lead to deeper exploration. Techniques for challenging and questioning long-held beliefs. One of the most transformative aspects of asking powerful questions is the ability to challenge long-held beliefs. Many of our beliefs are based on assumptions or inherited ideas, which we may never have questioned. These beliefs can limit our thinking, close us off to new possibilities, and prevent personal growth. The first step in questioning long-held beliefs is to identify them. Self-awareness is critical here. You need to be able to recognize the beliefs that shape your worldview before you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself questions like, why do I believe this? Where did this belief come from? Is this belief based on evidence, or is it an assumption? What would happen if I no longer held this belief? Once you've identified a belief, the next step is to apply critical thinking techniques to challenge it. One effective method is to play devil's advocate. Ask yourself what the counterarguments to your belief might be. This approach forces you to consider alternative perspectives and opens up your thinking to new possibilities. Another technique is asking what-if questions. These hypothetical questions can help you explore what life would look like if you didn't hold a particular belief. For example, you might ask, what if I believed the opposite of what I think now? Or what if this belief wasn't true? By actively questioning and re-evaluating your beliefs, you create space for growth and change. When we stop assuming that our long-held beliefs are absolute, we allow ourselves to be open to new ideas and perspectives that can lead to significant personal transformation. How to ask follow-up questions to deepen understanding. One powerful way to deepen understanding is by asking follow-up questions. Follow-up questions help clarify and expand on initial answers, encouraging a deeper level of conversation. They demonstrate that you are truly engaged in the topic and that you're seeking a more nuanced understanding. The key to effective follow-up questions is to listen carefully to the initial response. Instead of immediately moving on to the next topic, reflect on what was said and identify areas that could be explored further. A good follow-up question often starts with phrases like, "Can you tell me more about that? Why do you think that is? How did you come to that conclusion? What else should we consider?" These types of questions not only deepen understanding, but also show that you value the other person's perspective. Follow-up questions demonstrate active listening, which builds trust and encourages the speaker to share more openly. This can be particularly valuable in personal relationships, as it fosters stronger communication and mutual understanding. Another important aspect of follow-up questions is that they can uncover underlying motivations and assumptions. For instance, if someone shares an opinion, a follow-up question like, "What led you to that belief?" can reveal the experiences or reasoning behind their perspective. This leads to more meaningful dialogue and a richer understanding of the topic. In professional settings, effective follow-up questions can lead to more thorough problem-solving. For example, if a team member suggests a solution, asking follow-up questions like, "What challenges do you foresee with this approach?" or "What alternatives did you consider?" can uncover potential issues and lead to better informed decisions. Using questions to challenge assumptions and expand thinking. One of the most powerful uses of questions is to challenge assumptions, those unconscious beliefs or ideas we take for granted. Assumptions can limit our thinking and prevent us from seeing new possibilities, but the right questions can break down these barriers and open up new pathways for exploration. To challenge assumptions, start by identifying them. Ask yourself, what am I assuming about this situation? Are these assumptions based on facts, or are they just perceptions? How might things look different if I didn't hold these assumptions? Once you've identified the assumptions, use targeted questions to challenge them. For example, Instead of assuming that a particular solution won't work, ask, what if this solution could work? What would need to change for it to be successful? This type of question encourages you to think outside of your current framework and consider alternative perspectives. Another technique is to reverse the assumption. If you assume that a particular approach is the best one, ask, what if this approach is actually the worst option? By flipping the assumption, you force yourself to consider scenarios that you may have otherwise overlooked. This leads to more creative and innovative thinking. Challenging assumptions is essential for personal growth and innovation. When we break free from the limitations of our assumptions, we can see situations from new angles, make better decisions, and embrace opportunities we may have missed. Expanding thinking through the power of inquiry. Asking powerful questions is about more than just gathering information. It's about expanding your thinking and opening yourself to new possibilities. Questions push the boundaries of what we know, inviting us to explore uncharted territories and consider perspectives beyond our own. One way to expand your thinking is to ask what-if questions. These hypothetical questions encourage imaginative thinking and push you to explore possibilities that may not be immediately obvious. For example, what if we approach this problem from a completely different angle? What if the current way of doing things isn't the best way? What if we could remove all obstacles? What would the ideal solution look like? What if questions unlock creative thinking by removing limitations and encouraging exploration? They help break the cycle of habitual thinking and push us to consider alternatives that we might not otherwise entertain. Another way to expand your thinking is to ask questions that encourage diverse perspectives. For instance, asking, how might someone with a completely different background view this situation? Or what would an expert in another field say about this? Can help you see things from angles you may not have considered. Seeking out diverse perspectives broadens your understanding and helps you avoid the pitfalls of narrow thinking. Conclusion. The ability to ask powerful, thoughtful questions is an essential skill for anyone seeking to grow, learn, and improve. Questions are tools that unlock deeper understanding, challenge assumptions, and foster personal and professional development. By mastering the art of formulating questions, you not only enhance your own thinking but also create opportunities for growth and transformation in all areas of your life. Whether you're questioning long-held beliefs, asking follow-up questions to clarify understanding, or using inquiry to expand your thinking, the right questions can lead to powerful insights that shape your future. Chapter 4. Enhancing your perspective. Our perspectives shape how we interpret the world, make decisions, and solve problems. A narrow perspective limits our ability to grow and adapt, while a broadened perspective opens up new opportunities for learning, innovation, and personal development. One of the most powerful tools for expanding our perspective is curiosity. Asking questions, seeking new information, and actively engaging with diverse viewpoints. The importance of considering multiple perspectives. In any situation, there are countless ways to view and understand what's happening. Considering multiple perspectives allows us to gain a fuller picture of reality, helping us make more informed decisions. When we limit ourselves to a single viewpoint, we risk missing crucial information, oversimplifying complex issues, and reinforcing our biases. For example, in decision-making, only considering our own perspective can lead to incomplete or flawed solutions. By actively seeking out other viewpoints, whether from colleagues, experts, or people with different life experiences, we gain insights that we might not have discovered on our own. This broader understanding leads to better, more thoughtful decisions. Considering multiple perspectives is particularly important in today's interconnected world. In business, education, and personal life, problems are rarely one-dimensional, and solutions require us to understand various aspects of the issue at hand. Engaging with diverse perspectives can reveal new opportunities, highlight potential risks, and help us navigate complex challenges more effectively. Furthermore, engaging with different perspectives fosters empathy. When we listen to others' experiences and viewpoints, we not only learn from them but also become more understanding and compassionate. This empathy strengthens relationships, improves communication, and helps us collaborate more effectively. Overcoming confirmation bias through open-minded inquiry. One of the biggest obstacles to broadening our perspective is confirmation bias, the tendency to seek out information that supports what we already believe while ignoring or dismissing information that challenges those beliefs. Confirmation bias narrows our thinking and reinforces existing viewpoints, preventing us from seeing things objectively. To overcome confirmation bias, we must practice open-minded inquiry. This means approaching information and viewpoints with curiosity rather than defensiveness. Instead of looking for evidence to confirm our beliefs, we should actively seek out opposing viewpoints and new information that challenges us to think differently. One effective way to overcome confirmation bias is to ask yourself questions that challenge your current assumptions. For example, what if my belief is wrong? What evidence would prove the opposite to be true? What do people who disagree with me believe, and why? By asking these types of questions, we force ourselves to consider alternative perspectives and engage more critically with information. Open-minded inquiry isn't about abandoning your beliefs. It's about testing them against new evidence and perspectives to ensure they hold up under scrutiny. Additionally, engaging with diverse sources of information can help combat confirmation bias. This includes reading books, articles, or research from different fields, cultures, and viewpoints. By exposing ourselves to a wide range of ideas, we broaden our understanding and become more open to changing our perspectives when needed. Overcoming confirmation bias requires a commitment to remaining open to the possibility of being wrong. It's about valuing growth and learning over being right, which can ultimately lead to more accurate thinking and better decision-making. How diverse perspectives fuel innovation and problem-solving. Diverse perspectives are not just important for personal growth, they are essential for innovation and problem-solving. The most innovative ideas often come from combining different viewpoints, experiences, and areas of expertise. When we bring together people with diverse backgrounds, skills, and ways of thinking, we create a fertile ground for new and creative solutions. In business, companies that embrace diversity tend to outperform those that don't. Teams with diverse perspectives are more likely to consider a wider range of options, challenge conventional thinking, and come up with more innovative solutions to problems. This is because each team member brings their own unique experiences and ways of seeing the world, which leads to richer discussions and more creative outcomes. For example, in product development, a team made up of individuals from different cultural, educational, and professional backgrounds is more likely to consider the needs and preferences of a broader range of customers. Diverse perspectives ensure that solutions are inclusive and adaptable, which leads to products and services that better meet the needs of a global market. In problem solving, diverse perspectives allow us to approach challenges from multiple angles. When we limit ourselves to a single viewpoint, we may overlook key factors or potential solutions. By bringing in diverse perspectives, we're more likely to uncover hidden issues, identify innovative approaches, and develop solutions that are both creative and effective. In addition, diverse perspectives challenge groupthink, the tendency for groups to conform to a single way of thinking without questioning it. Groupthink can lead to poor decision-making and missed opportunities, but by fostering an environment where different viewpoints are encouraged and valued, we can avoid these pitfalls. Conclusion: the power of perspective. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to expand your perspective is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. It not only helps you make better decisions but also fosters deeper connections with others and unlocks new opportunities for growth and success. Chapter 5: Breaking Through Assumptions. While assumptions can be useful for simplifying complex information, they also limit our ability to think critically and see new possibilities. Breaking through assumptions is key to expanding our thinking and unlocking personal growth. To do this, We must learn to identify hidden assumptions, embrace uncertainty, and practice regular critical reflection. Identifying hidden assumptions in everyday thinking. Many of our assumptions are so ingrained in our thinking that we don't even notice them. Hidden assumptions are unconscious beliefs or ideas we take for granted, often without questioning their validity. These assumptions can affect everything from how we interpret situations to the decisions we make. For example, you might assume that someone who disagrees with you is uninformed, or that a certain approach is the only way to solve a problem. These assumptions often go unchecked, leading to limited thinking and missed opportunities. The key to breaking through these hidden assumptions is awareness. To identify hidden assumptions, start by asking yourself questions like, what am I assuming in this situation? Is there another way to look at this? Could my assumption be wrong or incomplete? By actively questioning your thought processes, you bring hidden assumptions into the light. Once you've identified an assumption, you can evaluate whether it's based on facts or simply a belief that needs to be re-examined. This practice helps prevent you from jumping to conclusions and encourages more thoughtful, objective thinking. How to embrace uncertainty and navigate ambiguity. One of the biggest reasons people cling to assumptions is that they create a sense of certainty. We often assume things to avoid ambiguity and uncertainty, which can feel uncomfortable. However, growth happens when we learn to embrace uncertainty and navigate the unknown with curiosity and an open mind. To embrace uncertainty, start by accepting that not everything has a clear answer. Life is full of ambiguity, and trying to force certainty in every situation can lead to narrow thinking. Instead, adopt a mindset of curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this uncertainty? Or what possibilities exist that I haven't yet considered? When we embrace uncertainty, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and creative solutions. Uncertainty forces us to think more deeply, explore alternatives, and be more adaptable in our thinking. In contrast, when we cling to assumptions in an effort to feel certain, we limit our ability to think flexibly and solve problems effectively. Additionally, navigating ambiguity requires a tolerance for not having all the answers right away. In complex situations, the best approach is often to gather as much information as possible while remaining open to changing course as new information emerges. This flexibility allows you to adapt to evolving circumstances, rather than rigidly adhering to assumptions that may no longer be relevant. Tools for practicing critical reflection on your assumptions. Critical reflection is a powerful tool for breaking through assumptions and improving your thinking. By regularly reflecting on your beliefs and assumptions, you can identify areas where your thinking might be limited or outdated. This process not only helps you become more self-aware, but also enables you to grow and adapt over time. Here are a few tools for practicing critical reflection on your assumptions. 1. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts, decisions, and assumptions can help you examine them more objectively. Journaling allows you to explore why you think the way you do, uncover hidden biases, and reflect on how your assumptions are influencing your actions. Regularly reviewing your journal can also help you track patterns in your thinking and identify areas where you may need to challenge long-held beliefs. 2. The why technique. One simple way to reflect on your assumptions is to repeatedly ask yourself, why do I believe this? This technique helps you drill down to the root of your assumptions, exposing any underlying beliefs that may not be based on fact. By continuing to ask why, you force yourself to question the validity of your assumptions and gain deeper insights into your thought processes. 3. Seeking feedback from others. Often, we are too close to our own thinking to recognize our assumptions. Seeking feedback from others, whether it's a mentor, colleague, or friend, can help you gain a fresh perspective. Other people can often see blind spots that you may have missed and provide valuable insights that challenge your assumptions. This outside perspective helps you grow and ensures that your thinking remains open and flexible. 4. Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a visual tool that can help you organize and explore your thoughts. By mapping out your assumptions and how they relate to a particular issue or decision, you can see patterns and connections that may not be immediately obvious. This process encourages creative thinking and helps you identify assumptions that might be limiting your perspective. 5. The devil's advocate approach. One of the best ways to challenge your assumptions is to play devil's advocate. Deliberately argue against your own assumptions, even if you believe they are correct. This technique forces you to consider alternative viewpoints and question the validity of your assumptions. By taking the opposite perspective, you open yourself up to new ways of thinking and avoid falling into the trap of confirmation bias. Breaking free from assumptions for greater growth. Breaking through assumptions is not a one-time process. It's an ongoing practice of self-awareness, reflection, and open-minded inquiry. By regularly questioning your assumptions, embracing uncertainty, and practicing critical reflection, you can develop a more flexible and adaptive mindset that allows for greater personal and intellectual growth. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, the ability to challenge assumptions and think critically is more important than ever. Assumptions can hold us back, limit our creativity, and prevent us from seeing new opportunities. By breaking free from these mental constraints, we become more open to new ideas, more resilient in the face of uncertainty, and better equipped to solve complex problems. In conclusion, assumptions can be useful, but they can also limit your thinking. The key to breaking through them is to stay curious, embrace uncertainty, and constantly reflect on your beliefs. When you do this, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities and set the stage for continuous growth and learning. Chapter 6: Curiosity as a Tool for Critical Thinking. Curiosity is more than just a desire for knowledge. It is the driving force behind critical thinking. It pushes us to ask questions, explore possibilities, and challenge the status quo. In a world where information is abundant but clarity is often lacking, curiosity becomes an essential tool for sharpening analytical thinking, improving decision-making, and solving problems. How curiosity enhances analytical thinking. Analytical thinking is the process of breaking down complex ideas into smaller, more understandable parts. It requires examining information, identifying patterns, and making connections between different concepts. Curiosity enhances analytical thinking by encouraging us to dig deeper, ask why, and explore how things work. When you approach a problem or situation with curiosity, you are more likely to seek out detailed information. Instead of accepting things at face value, curiosity pushes you to gather more data and examine the details. You ask questions like, what factors are influencing this outcome? Or what additional information do I need to make an informed decision? Consider multiple angles. Curiosity prevents you from focusing on a single perspective. It opens your mind to alternative explanations and viewpoints, which is crucial for comprehensive analysis. When curious, you ask, what are the different sides to this issue? And how do these perspectives affect the overall picture? Stay engaged. Analytical thinking can be challenging, but curiosity keeps you motivated to continue exploring. The more curious you are, the more invested you become in understanding the complexities of the issue at hand. This leads to a more thorough and thoughtful analysis. Curiosity transforms analytical thinking into a dynamic process where you constantly seek deeper understanding. It enhances your ability to identify connections, uncover insights, and approach problems with clarity and depth. Questioning assumptions, the foundation of critical thought. At the heart of critical thinking lies the ability to question assumptions. Assumptions are beliefs or ideas that we accept as true without questioning. They often form the basis of our decisions, but many assumptions are flawed or incomplete. Curiosity empowers you to challenge these assumptions and uncover hidden truths. Questioning assumptions begins with self-awareness. You must recognize that assumptions exist and that they influence your thinking. Once you've identified an assumption, use curiosity to interrogate it. Ask why. Why do you believe this assumption to be true? Where did it come from? Challenging the origins of your assumptions can reveal whether they are based on fact, experience, or misinformation. Consider alternatives. Could the opposite of this assumption be true? What other explanations or possibilities exist? By exploring different possibilities, you widen your perspective and strengthen your critical thinking skills. Test your assumptions. Curiosity drives you to gather evidence and examine whether your assumptions hold up under scrutiny. If an assumption is false or incomplete, it's better to discover this early, before it leads to poor decisions or misguided actions. Questioning assumptions is a fundamental skill in critical thinking. Curiosity ensures that you don't take things for granted, allowing you to develop a deeper, more accurate understanding of the issues you face. Curiosity in problem solving. Problem solving is one of the most practical applications of curiosity. When faced with a challenge, curiosity drives you to explore potential solutions, think creatively, and consider all options. Instead of rushing to conclusions or sticking with the first idea that comes to mind, curiosity encourages a more thoughtful and effective approach. Curiosity plays a central role in the problem-solving process in several ways, exploring all possibilities. A curious mindset prevents you from settling for easy or conventional answers. You ask, what else could solve this problem? Or are there alternative approaches that I haven't considered? This openness to different solutions leads to more innovative thinking. Breaking down complex problems. Curiosity helps you dissect complicated issues and tackle them step by step. By asking the right questions, you can identify the root causes of the problem and focus on finding the most effective solutions. Remaining adaptable. Problem solving often requires flexibility. Curiosity makes you more willing to pivot, try new approaches, and learn from mistakes. It keeps you engaged with the process, even when the first attempt doesn't work out. In short, curiosity enables you to approach problems with an open mind and a desire to explore all possibilities. This makes problem solving not only more effective but also more rewarding. Curiosity and logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is the process of drawing conclusions based on evidence and reasoning. It involves making decisions and forming beliefs that are grounded in logic rather than emotion or guesswork. Curiosity enhances logical reasoning by pushing you to question the evidence, challenge your own thought processes, and ensure that your conclusions are well supported. When you apply curiosity to logical reasoning, you examine the evidence critically. Curiosity drives you to ask, is this evidence reliable? What other data should I consider? This helps you avoid jumping to conclusions based on incomplete or misleading information. Identify logical fallacies. Logical fallacies are errors in reasoning that undermine the validity of an argument. Curiosity prompts you to look for these fallacies, asking questions like, does this conclusion follow from the evidence? Or is this argument based on assumptions or faulty logic? Test your reasoning. Curiosity encourages you to question your own thought processes. You might ask, does this reasoning make sense? What am I overlooking? This self-reflection ensures that your conclusions are well-founded and logically sound. By applying curiosity to logical reasoning, you become a more critical and discerning thinker. You learn to question not only the conclusions of others but also your own thought processes, leading to more rational and informed decisions. Curiosity as a defense against cognitive bias. Cognitive biases are mental shortcuts or patterns of thinking that can lead to errors in judgment. These biases often operate unconsciously, affecting our decisions without us realizing it. Common cognitive biases include confirmation bias, favoring information that supports our beliefs, and availability bias, relying on immediate examples that come to mind. Curiosity is one of the most powerful tools for defending against cognitive biases. By staying curious, you are more likely to challenge your own thinking, question your assumptions, and seek out diverse perspectives. This reduces the likelihood of falling into cognitive traps. To use curiosity as a defense against bias, you can seek out contradictory information. Instead of only looking for evidence that supports your beliefs, actively search for information that challenges them. Ask, what am I missing? Or what might someone who disagrees with me say? This helps balance your perspective and prevents confirmation bias. Question your instincts. Cognitive biases often arise from gut feelings or intuitive judgments. Curiosity pushes you to pause and ask, why do I feel this way? What evidence supports my instincts? This reflective approach helps you avoid making decisions based solely on emotion or intuition. Consult multiple sources. Curiosity drives you to gather information from a variety of sources, rather than relying on a single viewpoint. The more perspectives you consider, the less likely you are to fall prey to biases. By incorporating curiosity into your decision-making process, you can minimize the impact of cognitive biases and make more objective, well-rounded decisions. Applying curiosity in everyday decision-making. Curiosity isn't just a tool for critical thinking in academic or professional settings. It's equally important in everyday life. From choosing a career path to navigating personal relationships, curiosity can lead to better decision-making by encouraging you to explore all options, ask thoughtful questions, and reflect on your choices. Here are practical ways to apply curiosity in your daily decision-making. Ask, what if? When faced with a decision, ask yourself, what if I chose a different path? What if the outcome isn't what I expect? These questions help you explore alternatives and consider potential risks. Consider the long-term implications. Curiosity encourages you to think beyond immediate outcomes. Ask, how will this decision impact me in the future? What consequences might arise later on? This forward-thinking approach ensures that your decisions are thoughtful and well-considered. Gather feedback. Don't hesitate to seek out input from others. Curiosity drives you to ask, how do others view this situation? What advice can they offer? Learning from others' experiences can provide valuable insights and broaden your perspective. Reflect on your decisions. After making a decision, use curiosity to reflect on the outcome. Ask, what did I learn from this experience? How can I improve my decision-making process in the future? This continuous reflection ensures that you grow from each decision you make. By staying curious in your everyday life, you make decisions that are more thoughtful, informed, and aligned with your goals. From enhancing analytical thinking to questioning assumptions, from problem-solving to defending against cognitive biases, curiosity is the foundation of critical thought. It opens doors to new perspectives, fuels innovation, and leads to better decision-making. Chapter 7: Cultivating Curiosity in Relationships. Curiosity is at the heart of every strong relationship. When we take an interest in the thoughts, feelings, and experiences of others, we build trust and closeness. Whether it's a partner, friend, family member, or colleague, showing curiosity about someone else's perspective creates a connection that goes beyond surface-level interaction. One of the easiest ways to cultivate curiosity in relationships is to ask questions. Genuine, thoughtful questions that invite others to share their thoughts and feelings. Questions like, how did that experience make you feel? Or what's been on your mind lately? Go beyond small talk and open the door to deeper conversations. When people feel seen and heard, they're more likely to open up, allowing the relationship to grow. In addition to asking questions, curiosity also involves active listening. Curiosity isn't just about asking questions. It's about truly hearing and understanding the answers. When you listen with the intention of learning, you demonstrate respect and appreciation for the other person. This not only deepens the connection, but also creates an environment where meaningful conversations can thrive. Curiosity fosters intimacy by encouraging you to explore the emotional and intellectual worlds of the people in your life. The more curious you are about someone, the more you discover about their values, desires, and perspectives. Over time, this leads to a stronger, more authentic bond. Curiosity and empathy, strengthening emotional bonds. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Curiosity is a key driver of empathy because it encourages you to seek out and understand others' emotions and experiences. When you're curious about how someone feels or what they're going through, you're more likely to listen carefully and respond with care. Curiosity leads you to ask questions that get to the heart of someone's emotional experience. For example, instead of assuming how someone feels, ask, "How are you really feeling about this?" Or "What can I do to support you?" These types of questions show that you're genuinely interested in their well-being. By approaching relationships with curiosity, you signal that their feelings matter to you. Curiosity also helps you understand why someone might react the way they do. When you approach situations with empathy and curiosity, you begin to see the world through their eyes. For instance, instead of getting frustrated by someone's behavior, you might ask, what might have led them to respond this way? This shift in thinking fosters greater patience, understanding, and emotional connection. In relationships, emotional bonds are strengthened when both parties feel understood and valued. Curiosity creates the conditions for empathy to flourish, which in turn builds emotional intimacy. The more curious you are about someone's feelings and experiences, the more likely you are to develop a deep emotional connection with them. Curiosity as a tool for conflict resolution. Conflict is an inevitable part of any relationship, but curiosity can turn conflict into an opportunity for growth and understanding. Approaching conflicts with curiosity rather than defensiveness can transform how you navigate disagreements. When tensions arise, it's natural to want to defend your position or prove a point, but this often escalates the conflict instead of resolving it. Instead, approach the situation with curiosity. Ask yourself and the other person questions that help you better understand the root of the issue. Why does this matter to them? What are they really trying to communicate? How can I better understand their perspective? These questions shift the focus from winning the argument to understanding the other person's point of view. Curiosity allows you to step out of your own emotional reactions and consider the situation from a new angle, creating space for empathy and compromise. For example, in a disagreement with a partner or friend, instead of immediately reacting, ask questions like, "Can you help me understand why you feel this way?" Or "What can we do to find a solution that works for both of us?" These types of questions demonstrate that you're more interested in resolving the issue than being right. By fostering open dialogue and seeking clarity, curiosity turns conflict into a constructive conversation. Curiosity also helps you reflect on your own role in the conflict. Ask yourself, am I making assumptions about their intentions? Or, how can I communicate my feelings more effectively? This self-reflection is key to resolving conflicts in a way that strengthens, rather than weakens, the relationship. Cultivating curiosity in long-term relationships. Curiosity isn't just important in the early stages of a relationship, it's crucial for maintaining strong, long-lasting connections. In long-term relationships, it's easy to fall into routines and assume that you know everything about the other person. But curiosity keeps the relationship alive by encouraging continuous exploration and discovery. No matter how well you think you know someone, people are constantly evolving. By staying curious, you remain open to learning new things about them, whether it's their evolving interests, shifting priorities, or changing emotional needs. Curiosity keeps the relationship dynamic and prevents it from becoming stagnant. In long-term relationships, make it a habit to ask questions that spark meaningful conversations. Even after years of knowing someone, there's always more to discover if you stay curious. Ask, what's something you've been thinking about a lot lately? Or is there something new you'd like to try together? These questions keep the relationship fresh and engaging. The impact of curiosity on personal growth in relationships. Curiosity doesn't just strengthen your relationships with others, it also contributes to your own personal growth. By engaging with others through curiosity, you learn more about yourself. You gain insights into your communication style, emotional triggers, and values. The more curious you are about others, the more self-aware you become. Curiosity also helps you develop patience, humility, and open-mindedness. When you approach relationships with a desire to understand rather than judge, you become more flexible and adaptable. This not only improves your relationships but also helps you grow as an individual. Ultimately, curiosity enriches both your personal development and your relationships. The more curious you are about the people around you, the more you grow emotionally, intellectually, and socially. Curiosity is the cornerstone of healthy, thriving relationships. It deepens connections, fosters empathy, and transforms conflict into growth opportunities. By approaching others with a curious mindset, you create space for understanding, respect, and genuine emotional bonds. In the context of relationships, curiosity allows you to see beyond surface-level interactions and engage with the people in your life on a deeper, more authentic level. It encourages you to ask questions, listen carefully, and approach conflicts with an open mind. In doing so, you create stronger, more resilient connections. By embracing curiosity in your relationships, you not only strengthen your bonds with others but also foster your own emotional and intellectual growth. Curiosity is the key to both personal fulfillment and enriched relationships. So, as you move forward, let curiosity guide your interactions, fuel your empathy, and inspire you to approach every relationship with a sense of wonder and discovery. The more curious you are, the more meaningful and transformative your relationships will become. Chapter 8: Transforming Curiosity into Action. Curiosity is a powerful force that drives learning, creativity, and personal growth. However, curiosity alone is not enough. To make a real impact on your life and the world around you, curiosity must be transformed into action. It's in the doing that we see the results of our inquisitive minds. Whether it's solving problems, creating something new, or pushing beyond our limits, action is where curiosity turns into real progress. In this chapter, we'll explore how to take the curiosity you've cultivated and channel it into meaningful action. From setting clear intentions to breaking through obstacles, this chapter will guide you in transforming your curiosity into tangible outcomes. The first step: setting clear intentions. The first step in transforming curiosity into action is to define what you want to achieve. While curiosity is a natural and spontaneous force, turning it into action requires direction. Setting clear intentions helps you focus your energy and curiosity on specific goals. Ask yourself, what am I curious about right now? How can I explore this curiosity in a meaningful way? What outcomes do I want to achieve from this curiosity? By answering these questions, you'll begin to create a roadmap that connects your curiosity to real-world actions. Intentions give purpose to your curiosity and help you identify concrete steps you can take to explore it further. For example, if you're curious about a new career path, set an intention to learn more about that field. Take action by reading books, attending workshops, or reaching out to professionals in that area. If your curiosity is more about personal growth, set intentions around learning new skills, developing better habits, or gaining new perspectives. Clear intentions turn your curiosity into a powerful tool for growth. Take small, consistent steps. One of the biggest challenges people face when transforming curiosity into action is feeling overwhelmed. Big ideas can sometimes feel too daunting to pursue, leading to inaction. The key to overcoming this is to break your curiosity-driven goals into small, manageable steps. Taking small, consistent steps is often more effective than trying to achieve everything at once. Progress builds momentum, and as you take action, no matter how small, it becomes easier to keep going. For example, if you're curious about learning a new language, start by committing to 10 minutes of practice each day. Over time, those small efforts add up, and before you know it, you'll have made significant progress. The same applies to any area of curiosity, whether it's learning a new skill, developing a new project, or solving a complex problem. Small, regular actions keep your curiosity alive and help you avoid feeling stuck. Overcoming obstacles with curiosity. As with any goal, you'll face obstacles when trying to turn curiosity into action. The important thing to remember is that curiosity itself can be a tool for overcoming those challenges. When you encounter a roadblock, shift your mindset from frustration to curiosity. Instead of seeing the obstacle as a barrier, ask yourself, why is this challenge happening? What can I learn from this difficulty? How can I approach this problem differently? Curiosity opens up new ways of thinking. When you approach challenges with a curious mindset, you're more likely to find creative solutions and break through the barriers in front of you. This shift in thinking transforms obstacles from roadblocks into opportunities for growth and discovery. Additionally, cultivating a curious attitude toward failure helps you stay resilient. Failure is an inevitable part of taking action, but with curiosity, you can view failures as learning experiences rather than setbacks. Ask yourself, what went wrong, and what can I do differently next time? This approach not only helps you stay motivated but also accelerates your growth by turning mistakes into valuable lessons. The role of curiosity in innovation. When curiosity drives action, it often leads to innovation. Curiosity pushes you to question the status quo, challenge assumptions, and explore new possibilities. This is the foundation of innovation, whether it's in your personal life, career, or creative pursuits. When you take action based on your curiosity, you naturally start to see things differently. You begin to question how things work, why they are the way they are, and whether there might be a better approach. This questioning leads to new ideas, solutions, and approaches that you may not have considered otherwise. Curiosity fuels creative problem-solving and helps you find innovative ways to address challenges. For example, many breakthroughs in science, technology, and business have come from individuals who were curious enough to explore alternatives and persistent enough to turn those ideas into reality. By taking action on your curiosity, you open the door to innovation in your own life, whether that means creating something entirely new or improving an existing process. Staying curious through action. It's important to note that curiosity is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process that evolves as you take action and learn. Every time you pursue your curiosity, you gain new insights that spark further questions, leading to more action. To keep the cycle of curiosity and action alive, stay open to new possibilities. Don't be afraid to explore new ideas, even if they seem outside your current focus. By staying curious, you allow yourself to grow in unexpected ways and make discoveries that might not have been on your radar. Additionally, reflect on your progress regularly. Celebrate the actions you've taken and the lessons you've learned. This reflection not only helps you appreciate how far you've come, but also gives you a chance to identify new areas of curiosity that have emerged along the way. Turning insights into impact. Ultimately, transforming curiosity into action is about creating impact. When you act on your curiosity, you change the way you see the world and influence the world around you. Whether you're solving problems, creating something new, or achieving personal growth, your actions have a ripple effect. To maximize this impact, consider how you can share what you've learned with others. Curiosity-driven action can inspire those around you. Whether it's through mentoring, collaboration, or simply sharing your journey, your curiosity-fueled actions have the potential to benefit not just you but also your community, your workplace, and beyond. By taking action on your curiosity, you become part of a larger cycle of discovery, innovation, and growth that can lead to meaningful change in your life and the lives of others. Conclusion: curiosity as a catalyst for growth. Curiosity is the spark that ignites growth, but action is the fuel that keeps it burning. Throughout this book, we've explored how curiosity opens doors to new possibilities, expands your thinking, and deepens your understanding of the world. Now, it's time to take that curiosity and turn it into meaningful action. Whether you're pursuing personal growth, solving a challenging problem, or striving to innovate in your career, curiosity gives you the tools to think creatively and explore new paths. But it's through action, through taking those first steps and persisting in the face of obstacles, that you turn curiosity into real change. As you move forward, remember that curiosity is not just about asking questions. It's about taking what you learn and applying it in ways that make a difference. Set clear intentions, take small, consistent steps, embrace uncertainty, and let curiosity guide you to take action. In doing so, you'll discover new insights, overcome challenges, and unlock your full potential. In the end, curiosity is a lifelong practice. It's not something you do once and forget. It's a mindset that will continue to evolve as you grow. By consistently transforming your curiosity into action, you'll not only achieve your goals but also continue to learn, create, and impact the world in ways you never imagined. So, let curiosity lead you, and let action take you where you want to go. As we come to the close of this book, it's clear that curiosity is more than just a spark for learning. It's a powerful force for transformation. Whether in your personal growth, problem solving, or relationships, curiosity opens doors to deeper understanding, innovative thinking, and meaningful connections. Remember, curiosity is a lifelong practice. As you continue to explore, learn, and grow, let curiosity guide you. Stay open to new ideas, remain curious about yourself and others, and never stop asking questions. In doing so, you'll unlock endless possibilities for growth, both in your own life and in the world around you. Thank you for embarking on this journey. The power of curiosity is now in your hands. Use it wisely and let it shape your path forward. The adventure is only beginning.